Hello everyone, my name is Beatrice, and in this tutorial I'm going to explain past simple, present perfect, and the difference between them, that is, how to combine both of them. The contents are going to follow this order. First, we're going to see past simple affirmative, then past simple negative interrogative, and the last section we're going to see about past simple is time expressions that go with past simple. And then is a turn for present perfect, time expressions that go with it. And finally, the difference between past simple and present perfect. After the theory is presented, I'm going to share with you some interesting links for practicing that theory. And at the end of the PowerPoint presentation, you will find some bibliography. So let's start with past simple affirmative. We have two possibilities. If the verb is regular, we just add ed to the verb. For example, from play, the past simple is played. I played football last weekend. If the verb is irregular, we have to learn by heart the second column of irregular verbs. For example, the past simple form of break is broke. I broke my arm 3 days ago when I was playing basketball. Be careful because there are some spelling rules you have to follow in order to add ed. The verbs ending in e, we have to add just a d. From smile, we add a d, smiled. If the verb ends in y, we have to take into account 2 ways of forming the past simple form. If there is a vowel before the y, we add ed. Stay, stayed. If there is a consonant before the y, we have to change the y by I and then add ed. From study, we obtain studied. And the third point to take into account is that monosyllables ending in consonant plus vowel plus consonant, they double last consonant. For example, stop is monosyllable and it finishes in consonant T, vowel O, and consonant the P. So when we add ed, we double the last consonant, in that case the P. Past simple negative. The sentence structure for negative past simple form is the following one. First, we put subject, then didn't or did not if you prefer the non-abbreviating form, and then the verb, but be careful because it goes in the base form, and then other objects you can find in a sentence. For example, he didn't know the difference between past simple and present perfect. The past simple interrogative. Did plus subject plus verb in base form plus object. And the answers, if the answer is positive, yes plus subject plus did. And if the answer is negative, no plus subject plus didn't. For example, did you go to Madrid last year? No, I didn't. I went to Barcelona. If the answer would be positive, we'd say, yes, I did. The time expressions we can find with past simple are ago, that means hace in Spanish. I went to London 2 years ago. Fui a Londres hace 2 años. Last plus time, el pasado o la pasada. I was ill last week. Estuve enfermo la semana pasada. O enferma. Yesterday, ayer. She didn't work yesterday. Ella no trabajó ayer. The day before yesterday, anteayer. My uncle gave me a present the day before yesterday. Mi tío me dio un regalo anteayer. Let's talk about the present perfect. The affirmative follow the following order. Subject plus have or has plus past participle plus objects. We form the past participle in the following way. The irregular verbs, we have to add ed. Finished, finished. In this case, we have to follow the same rules as past simple. And with irregular verbs, we have to learn by heart the third column. For example, from eat, we obtain eaten. An example would be, I have sent my homework recently. He enviado mi trabajo recientemente. The negative form, subject plus haven't or hasn't. Has or hasn't go with third person. Plus past participle plus objects. For example, he hasn't done his homework yet. Él no ha hecho los deberes todavía. And the interrogative, have or has, plus subject, plus past participle, plus objects. And the answers, if they are affirmative, yes, plus subject, plus have or has. And if they are negative, no, plus subject, plus haven't or hasn't. For example, has she ever gone to Paris? Yes, she has. ¿Ha ido ella alguna vez a París? Sí. Which time expressions go with present perfect? Well, already, that means ya in Spanish. I have already finished my homework. Ya he acabado mis deberes. Yet, todavía in negatives, and ya in interrogatives. Maria or Mariah hasn't come back yet. María no ha vuelto todavía. Just, that means acabar de. I have just prepared the meal, so we can have dinner. Acabo de preparar la comida, así que podemos comer. Podemos cenar. Ever, alguna vez in interrogatives, and nunca in negatives. Have you ever been in Russia? ¿Has estado alguna vez en Rusia? For, that means desde hace or durante, plus period of time, John has lived in Praga for 4 years. John ha vivido en Praga durante 4 años. Since, that means desde, plus an exact date, John has lived in Praga since 2009. John ha vivido en Praga desde 2009. And now the difference between past simple and present perfect. Past simple is used with specific past actions. Anna and Julia married last year in Los Angeles. We know when the action took place, last year, right? Ana y Julia se casaron el año pasado en Los Ángeles. And present perfect. Actions beginning in the past, but still happening in the present. I have lived here since 2005. He vivido aquí desde 2005. That means that now I still live here. And the second use of present perfect is with past actions, but we don't know when they happened. They've been to Málaga. Ellos han estado en Málaga. We don't know when it happened, but we know it is past. And now you have here some interesting links for practicing all we have seen. I'm going to leave all the links in the description of this video, right? And finally, some bibliography. And nothing else. Thank you for your attention and see you soon.